Alright, Pitt from Fiery Pit Forge and Homestead. Today I will be doing Instapot baked beans. And I'm going to be doing a slight variation on the recipe that comes from Taste Better from Scratch. Now, in her directions she says when you add the beans in the water to the Instapot, also add salt. But we have found that typically makes the beans a bit tougher. If you'll add the salt after they're cooked, they end up being more tender. So I have 3 cups of navy beans. I have, on one side is a yellow onion, on one side is 5 slices of bacon, on one side is half a green bell pepper. We have a 1/4 cup apple cider vinegar. We have 1/2 cup light brown sugar, liquid smoke, let's see, barbecue sauce, just 2/3 of a cup. We have 2 tablespoons spicy brown mustard, and we have 1/2 cup of ketchup. Now, with this recipe, the beans get cooked first. So I'm going to go ahead and move to get those in the Instapot, and we'll come back as I'm doing that. Okay, I'm going to put the 3 cups of dried beans in the Instapot. It calls for 8 quarts of water, 8 cups of water. Not 8 quarts. This pot wouldn't hold that. This is a little 3-quart Instapot Duolux. And that brings it right up to the line on the max. See it right there? That's the max fill line. And then what we'll do is we'll put the lid on it, cook it on manual, on high pressure for 25 minutes. And then we'll come back once that's done. The beans are finished cooking. And it's vented. So now I'm going to open the pot, set the lid off the side. I'm going to unplug the pot because I'm going to go ahead and grab the, well, I just set that on top of them, the pot holders, to remove the insert so I can take the beans over here to the sink and drain them. Now if you'll look here, you see how the beans have turned out. Come out nice and easy. And we're saving the juice just in case I need to add any more liquid back in. Now we can take this one, set it over there to finish draining. Alright, now I'm going to move to the next step. So if you give me a moment, I'll get set up for that and we'll go there. Alright, now what I'm going to do from here is we're going to set this to saute. We're going to toss in 5 pieces of bacon, top diced up, and then we're going to start sauteing it. And what you do is you stir it around frequently. Here, let me get you in the camera. You stir it around frequently till it starts to get a little bit of a golden brown, and then you'll drain off some of the grease and start adding the other ingredients. Alright, we'll come back when we get there. See you in a little bit. Alright, I just wanted to show y'all how this is starting to cook up. See how it's starting to get that little bit of golden color to it? I'll cook it just a little bit more. And then it'll be ready for me to drain some of that grease out and add the other ingredients. But it's cooking up rather nicely. Alright, we've got a nice coloration to it. Now I'm going to go ahead and add 1 yellow onion, diced, chopped, however you want to call it. I guess you could say chopped, diced is a little bit bigger. And half a bell pepper. Then what we will do is cook those until they are tender, stirring them Alright, be back in just a few when we're ready for the next step. It has cooked down nicely. They're good and tender now. It's time to shut it off. And then we'll add the barbecue sauce and other ingredients. Let me grab those. You hear the canner hissing in the background because my wife is actually shooting her video of her baked beans while I shoot this video of my baked beans. So we're kind of rotating back and forth.
And trying different recipes.
I got about a teaspoon of that. I'll start mixing that up and then we'll be back right shortly. Alright, got to stir this up to where it's mixed well.
Here's your half a cup of water. And don't forget your teaspoon of salt.
Half a cup of water and the brown sugar. Continue mixing.
It was half a teaspoon, right?
Yes.
There you go.
Pretty sure it was. Alright, let me check to see how much salt it was supposed to be and I'll be right back with it. Okay, after checking, it was a full teaspoon of salt. And I've got that stirred in and I'll be right back with the beans. Alright, here we go. Pouring in half the bean, well, the amount of beans it calls for, which is actually half of the whole batch that I'm doing because I'm doing a double batch. That's the reason why there was extra of all the other ingredients. Let me come here and let you see me stir this in. And then what it'll do is we'll pressure cook on high for 15 minutes. Close the vent. And I've already got it on. And we'll be back when she's done. Here we are for the unveiling. I've already vented them. Bring you on over and let you take a look at them as I stir them on up. Look at there, some baked beans. Now you know as that cools down, that sauce will thicken on up. But I do believe that looks pretty near good. Bacon, onions, peppers. Alright. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll be doing a subsequent video where I use this and the other batch to actually mix up some cowboy beans. So hope to see you. Hope you come see me in that video. If y'all would, give a thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe, whatever, show your friends. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Doesn't matter. Y'all have a blessed one. We'll see you. Bye.